ridiculous. I'm just fresh out of the shower. I was running late. I need to grab my coffee and then sit down, and then I can take this thing off my head and I will look a little bit less ridiculous. But I needed coffee. So here I am, and you get the ridiculous me. And that's fine. I also had to like fight with my cats most of the morning because when don't I, my cats are very opinionated and they really like to let me know just what they think about certain things. Okay, so I got to move my stand that way so I can move my light this way. Here we go. All right, watch out. Come on, move. There we go. Okay. All right. Charger in hand, coffee on desk. I'm about to look a little bit less ridiculous. As soon as I get my phone where I need it to be. Come on. I think this phone doesn't fit this stand as well as my old phone did. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I need to refresh my hair. I was trying to let it go. Like, because, you know, you're supposed to not bleach freshly washed hair, right? So I was trying to, like, go a couple of days between washes so that I could lighten up the roots here and refresh everything back to pink. But then today I looked at my calendar and I realized I'm not going to be able to do that today. And then I was like, I can't go another day without washing. So here we are in clean but really poorly dated hair. Oh well. All right, and I'm just talking to myself. I gotta share the link. All right. Good to go. Not good to go. Holy. And from my towel. All right, share, copy link. Here we go. All right. I gotta talk to Jan too. She left a comment for me on my last live video that I just saw this morning. All right. All right. Good. All right. Sabrina! Good morning, Sabrina. How are you? It's not warm here. Like, it's not warm. It's something like 26 or something today. It's not warm. But because I was running around in the house with a sweater on, now I'm like, I need the AC for some time while moving to hang with you wonderful people. I'm so glad you're here. When is your move actually set for? Is it like this week? $35 degrees in the desert. Oh, it's today. Oh, it's now. Okay. Is it like this week? Yeah. You guys, Friday. Down to the final scene in your whip. Nice. Yay. You're at the garage earlier, so I've moved the small stuff there now for the big stuff. Nice. Nice. And the big stuff always looks worse than it is. It's kind of like when you have a sink full of dishes, but then when you get down to it, it's like one pot that's upside down, so there's nothing in it, and then a bunch of stuff laid on top. It's like the big thing always looks worse. Boo's surgery is Tuesday, so we rushing to get him settled. That makes sense. Good morning, Jessica. Most of our furniture touches the floor because one cat loves to crawl under the bed and dig into the mattress bottom side first. My cats used to do that too. I finally got one of those bed frames that didn't have like the box spring, so they couldn't rip into it. But before that, not only did they constantly rip into everything, and then they would also hide there. So like you couldn't get them out, and then they would get stuck, and then they would be crying like, I'm stuck. Yes, I'm talking about you. Hello, baby. At least no surprises under the couch. Yeah. No crushed kitties. Sorry, you got my hair on you this time. Had to watch yesterday's on replay. Yes, on the blogging talk. You want to do blogging? All right, cool. I still have some stuff to do. I've got 3 more people I need to meet with, including Alex. Including Alex. We're planning out their complete book launches for the year. And then I've got 4 people on my Voxer, my pop-up Voxer coaching, that I need to get settled. And there's like a couple other little things. In January, we're doing the 30-day book marketing challenge from Rachel Thompson. So I will start setting up a blogging intensive coaching for authors after that. All my alpha readers have really chapter 2, but it is long. Of course, the chapter I hate, they love. Honey, if you don't love it, doesn't have to be there. Even if they love it, you know what? If they love it, then really think about it and go, but it doesn't belong because XYZ, it's too long, it's too this, whatever. It ruins the story because of this. Think about what it would do to the story if you took it out. Can you take it out? And if so, now you've got something to send to them. Now you've got content that you can talk about. You can be like, I'm going to share with you a deleted chapter from this book. Everyone loved it, so I'm sure you will too, but I removed it for XYZ reasons. You can turn it into a history lesson. You can turn it into, you can remove it from the book and turn it into a prequel. Like, there's all kinds of things you can do. You don't have to keep it in just because your alpha readers love it. If you feel like it's doing damage to your story, even if the information is necessary, You can remove it and use it in a different way. Itty bitty kitty. You're so sweet and tiny. Are you ever going to grow up? You're the smallest cat I've ever had. I mean, full grown. Tasha! Good morning, Tasha! It's not. It's just so long, and I know it can be better, but I'm struggling to do so. Okay, so this might be one of those deals where you leave yourself a note, and then if you're going to hire an editor, you let them know. You say, I believe that this chapter is too long and it draws on here and here and it gets a little too slow, but I don't know how to fix it. And then they can fix it. It also sets the characters on their path. So hit plot point. Okay. So yeah. I can do that. Yes, you can do that. You don't have to fix it. I mean, you can, and you can get pretty darn close. And the closer you get, the cheaper your editor will be. That's one good way to save money on an editor, is to let them know specifically, there is an issue here that I do not know how to fix. And they can do that. In fact, hi, I can talk. I think a lot of, I'm about to speak out of turn here, and I probably shouldn't. A lot of the reasons that sometimes editors are more expensive than authors expect, we'll put it that way, is because the editor has to fight so hard to pull it, like to read through the manuscript and figure out what the important pieces are. Especially if the author gives, I'm trying to find a smaller like hair tie, by the way, sorry. But especially if the author gives them like one set of goals and says like, this is what I'm doing and this is what I want and this is the kind of book that I'm writing. But then when the editor starts reading through the book, it doesn't seem to match up with what the author said. So then the other editor's trying to go through and kind of nudge the book along into where the editor understands that the author wanted, as well as keeping it up with like industry standards and, you know, trying to make sure that the book has the best chance. Because no editor wants to edit a book and then not only have an unhappy author, but also have that book fail. They always want to be the editor of this best-selling book every single time. I will hire an editor, want the book to be as professional as I can get it. Running late, alarm didn't go off on time. I'm so glad you're here. Your presence is more important than being on time. Yes, 100%. Absolutely. But anyway, so a lot of authors get surprised that the editor charges as much as they do. But one way to keep that cost low-ish, because obviously there's a lot of different factors involved, but one of the things that can help is if you've gone through and you've fixed as much of the book as you can based on your understanding of your book itself, of your story, of storytelling in general, grammar, spelling, as well as you can. It does not have to be perfect. The editor is going to help That's what they're there for, right? But it's kind of like if you're hiring a cleaner for your house, do you want to pay them to wash the dishes, or do you want to pay them to like stack boxes? You know what I mean? Or like if you go, could you save money if you're like, nope, I don't need you to do my laundry, I just need you to sort over that way, you know, or something along those lines. It's the same thing with editors. If you get your manuscript as clean as possible and then get it to them with specifics, it's so much faster for them, which means they don't have to charge you as much. I want to edit to where the editor doesn't have to worry about things like grammar. Editors don't worry about grammar. I want the editor to help polish it and find plot holes and stuff like that. That's what the editor's for. I mean, I shouldn't say editors don't worry about grammar. It does depend on the editor. So it sounds like you want a developmental editor, right? So a developmental editor, they are the ones who are looking for plot holes, story structure, character arcs, right? Things along those lines. They're looking a bit at, do you have the major plot points, etc.? Are there loose ends? Things like that. The line editor, they're looking at pacing, character voice, character presence. The developmental editor is doing what the story says. The line editor is doing how the story says it. Tension, are the fight scenes fighty enough? Are the steamy scenes steamy enough? Things along those lines. So it's a lot of voice and tone and things like that, but not plot holes. They should not, if they find a plot hole, it's not like they'll be like, no, but they shouldn't be, at that point, the plot hole should already be fixed. Then you've got your copy editor. Your copy editor, they're the ones who are doing like word choice, active voice versus passive voice, sentence structure. So they're the ones going that are like, that's where you're going to start seeing your seds go away in favor of action tags or settings. They're the ones who are going to remove probably 90% of your adverbs, the words ending in ly. They're gonna get rid of those for the more powerful verb. They come down to the actual word choice. Did they yell or did they scream? Did they whisper or did they just speak softly? You know, so on and so forth. And then proofreaders worry about making it error-free. Grammar errors are fixed, the ones that are not intentional. Punctuation, spelling, things like that. So there's like, depending on which one you get, every book should go through all 4 types of edits. However, you do not have to hire 4 editors. A lot of authors choose to do the developmental edit themselves, and then they'll hire like a copy editor, or they'll choose to have the developmental edit done, and then they'll do the copy editing themselves, something along those lines, or they'll, run through all of the editing types themselves and then hire a proofreader. I feel better with this then, on the right track. Absolutely. There might be one that a reader found, but I fought on it. It's the gender of the Dracos, which is not associated with their human gender, and he thinks it must due to heating season. Oh, plot hole. Is it a plot hole, or is it more that the reader didn't understand the world? Like, that's not really a plot hole per se, if it's just the reader didn't follow the world or the setting. I disagree. The characters tell me it doesn't matter. You disagree that it's a plot hole, or you disagree with me that it's not? Sorry. In the end, totally up to you. I'm starting to plan on doing weird writing facts on both of my TikToks and also weird facts in general as I'm researching for my book. Interesting. Nice. I think I failed that in the world setting. But one main character is learning the world. So yeah. So then, yeah, that sounds like it was intentional. And that is something that would be discovered through the story. So that's not really a plot hole then. Have y'all seen TikTok started pushing photo posts? Have you gotten those notices yet? It's been asking me every time I log into TikTok. It's like, photo posts get X number % reach higher than videos. Try a photo post. I'm like, who are you trying to be? I can fix that in book 2 where she gets a teacher and starts to learn her Draco's power, like when Luke found Yoda. Yeah. There you go. You think you've run across a few? It's weird. Dale! Everyone pile up on Dale and give her hugs. Reasons my toddler is crying. I wouldn't give her the hard Mountain Dew from the fridge. Aw. Your book club was rescheduled? Is that good or bad? Well, it must be good because you're here. We're piling up love on Dale right now. I was also invited to speak at, hang on, I just sent them confirmation this morning. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk to it about it. I think I am, because he's talking about it, right? Self-Publishing Live 2024. I got invited to speak at Self-Publishing Live 2024. Swear your week has been unnecessarily chaotic. Lots of hugs to Dale. Tons of hugs to Dale. She needs them. You know what she wrote this morning? She said she quit. Mercury retrograde started on the 13th, so chaos until the beginning of the year. There we go. See? So I can't trust anything anyone says right now anyway. Congratulations. Thank you. I am excited. I'm sorry you don't like the food I got you. You're being so sweet, though. You've already got your virtual ticket to that event. Yay! I have no idea how I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to like have to send my kids to their dads that week or something so that I can go. No idea. I don't know. I was just like, you know what? I will figure it out. When is it? What is it? I missed a couple of lives this week. So it's Self-Publishing Live 2024. It's in October of 2024. So there's plenty of time. It's in North Carolina. Pretty sure it's in North Carolina, but they also have virtual tickets. So you don't have to travel. And other details you can find at Brian Cohen, who is the guy who does like the Amazon ads and the profitable ads for authors and the author ad school. Him. What event? Self-Publishing Live 2024. It's prep deployment month. Damn you, Army, always getting in the way. Oh, I'm sure. Well, you know what? We'll find out more details as we get closer to it. But a lot of times those virtual tickets come with replays. So even if you can't make it that month, you might be able to watch the replays in November. Virtual is now my permanent choice. No more face-to-face. People are scary, right? Oh, God. Hi. Are you about to jump on us? You look very jealous of the cat that's on my lap. And you look like you're getting ready to jump. Mona's like, that is my spot. No. Stop it. No, ma'am. Go lay down. Go lay down. You can have a turn later. Purrs are addictive, right? Emma is in full, I want mommy, I don't want to go to school. Oh, no. Emma, school is awesome. You want school. I have to take one of my kitties to the vet today, too. I think she has a UTI, but it won't go away, so checking for infection. Oh. Congrats on the book release. Did I? Wait. I'm getting a bunch of messages. I'm like, I need my lap back soon. But I'm also scared to pick this one up because she's the one who like sticks to me with her claws, and so far the sweater is not one that she has ruined. I don't want to give her a chance. The weather that changes every day is bugging me and making me sneeze so much. Oh no! Just soaked my daughter's fruitcake in brandy. Nice. Never really liked fruitcake. Have you ever had a good one? I mean, like, no. Have you ever had a good one? Like, did anyone ever give you one and say, like, no, this one is really good, you should try it, and then still didn't like it? Or do you not know? Because I like some fruitcakes, but it's got to be a good fruitcake. You know what I mean? Because there are some that is just, like, not it. How do we publish special edition books with bonus chapters? Do they get different ISBNs? Yes. It would be a totally different ISBN. And it would probably have a whole separate listing, depending on how you wanted to do it. So if you wanted to just sell those special edition books on your website, you could do that. So you could be like, go get the book on Amazon. Or you can get the, special edition signed on my website or whatever. If it's something that is personalized, like you signing it, if it's something that you have to touch, like you signing it, then only on your site, or at a book event, at a bookstore, something like that, but not like through Amazon. But otherwise, like if you want to sell it through Amazon to where, like, if someone searches, they find your book and then they find the deluxe edition or the special edition or limited edition or whatever it is that you want to call it with bonus content, it would be two separate listings. I've had a good one recently that was homemade with coconut, but the ones you get in the store, I just can't. Oh, see? I can't stand coconut. I'm weird. I wrote bonus chapters. I know they won't be in the standard edition. They're just fun info. That's the only one I've liked enough to eat more than once. This one is soaked in brandy and frangelico, hazelnut liqueur. That would probably also be good. Although, does it make that like soggy? I can't stand soggy things. I don't even like Dunkin' cookies in anything. So maybe not. Which probably makes it smell good. Treat them like another series that comes out with the standard copy. Yeah. 1 year, I made a tropical one with coconut and pineapple and macadamia nuts. Used spiced rum to soak it. Do you want artwork in the book? Waiting to find an artist because I'm hoping the agent or publisher. Yeah. If you are aiming for traditional publishing, you do not look for an artist. They will. Because what that conversation will end up looking like is you start with your agent and you say, I want art. And you give them, they'll say something like, what are you thinking? And then you give them your thoughts. When they go to sell it to a publisher, they're going to do the same thing. The author wants art. Here are their thoughts, etc., etc., etc. The publisher has deals, has ongoing contracts with artists, illustrators, all genres, etc., book cover designers, etc. They will do like a cost benefit analysis of what it would cost them to get art commissioned for the book. And then it's up in the air. From there, it's up in the air. If they find an artist that matches your style, they'll put you in contact with them and they'll say, this is the one we hired. Let them know what you want. But then it's still up to like coordinating schedules. So I've seen like in children's picture books, I've seen their like publishing schedule go from 18 months to like 5 years before because they wanted a specific artist who did not have the time. So like you do kind of want to be careful with that, but the publisher handles it, not you. If you over soak it, it gets mushy, but fruitcake is so dense, it just sucks up the moisture. Actually sounds like it would be good to me. I don't like mushy things. Load off my shoulders. I love books with art in the book. Same. Maybe 30 pages max. Book club about to start. Hopefully tomorrow I can just stay for the entire live. I won't be here tomorrow. So you will see the entire live because there will not be one. But I'll be here Monday. Go have fun at book club. The week did go by super fast. It's rude. I'm telling you, the calendar is rude. And it is not on our side. Shh, Jessica. So I just learned yesterday that you don't need to purchase barcodes, but can generate them ourselves. Correct. You do not need to purchase the barcodes. You do need to purchase the ISBN. And sometimes, depending on the package that you buy, that ISBN will come with free barcodes, but you do not need to purchase them. I am flexible with artist, but pick your style. So I can choose a style of someone who is available, but I have a series and I won't change artists just to push the books through. Want consistent work. That's a conversation to have with the publisher. And for the most part, they also want the same consistency. Like they'll also be like, we want the same, you know, when they commission an artist, they try to commission the artist all the way through, but they can't foresee everything. And sometimes it gets to a point where like, that's why sometimes you'll see like a series come out and you'll notice art difference or a huge time difference and the art is the same. And that's usually why, because they're like, okay, well, the artist could do book 1 and book 2, but they can't do book 3 for another 7 years. And so then you end up with trying to make a choice of, do I wait the 7 years or do I get a different artist and hope for the best? Like, but that's a conversation to have with the publisher at the time. That's really cool. It is really cool. Yes. Something in our favor that doesn't require us to go broke. All right, cat, I gotta move you. Please don't give me the finger teeth. Would love to have Michael Whelan do my covers. Please don't use the finger teeth. Yes, I know. Please don't use the finger. Okay, stretch. No. We're not ripping my sweater. We're not ripping my sweater. No. You say hello. You're looking the wrong way. This way. This way. Look and say hello. See? Say hello. Say hello. Okay, but we're not ripping my sweater. No, ma'am. Come on. Oh, come on. I know, I'm sorry. Go stretch. Go stretch. Go lick yourself. Let me stretch. Oh, God. These cats, I'm telling you. Barcodes. Yeah. So, I'm not positive how every single platform does it because the one that I've used the most often is Lulu, and I know how they do it. But I think Amazon does it this way too, but I'm not positive. So on both Lulu and Amazon, if you buy your ISBN from elsewhere, from Bowker, which is what you should be doing, when you go to upload your cover, it will ask you, there's like a little checkbox that says, do you already have a barcode on this cover? If no, check here. If yes, check here, or whatever. And if you don't, it will generate a barcode based on your ISBN and print it onto your cover for you. So you don't have to purchase a separate barcode for the ISBN. Barcodes are not, they're not required per se, except that if you want your book to be in bookstores, that's what they're used for scanning the book through their inventory and stuff. So if you want to get your book into bookstores, you should have a barcode on there. But you don't have to buy them separately from Bowker. I trained my cat soft paws. Every time the claws came out, I tap their paw and say soft paws. Yeah. So the seller's barcode. Yeah. Can we talk about balancing multiple whips? How do you handle that? All right. So I am not a good handler of multiple whips. I will tell you that right now. I used to try, and I used to tell myself it's multitasking. And then I found out in my like early 40s, multitasking is crap, basically. Like it's crap. It's just something that people tell us to do so that we can feel like we're productive, which productivity is also crap. But anyway, one thing that does sometimes work for me is if I'm working on a project and I'm stuck, then I will go and turn to another project. And what ends up happening is as I work through the problems of that other project, magically, it's like the juices that were going through my brain while I worked through this other problem, when I get back to wherever I was stuck, it's a lot easier for me to work out a solution now because I've got my brain going. So there's that. I do have for client work on my calendar, I'll use like semi-flexible time blocks where I'll have a block for one book for one client, and then another block, so say one on Tuesday, and then another block on say Thursday for another client for a different book. Never back to back, because I need processing time in between so that I can make my mindset shift to go into the other book. And then for the book that I am on, whatever that book is, I surround myself with reminders for that book. So on Tuesdays when I'm working on one client's book, I will have my little reminders set up and her YouTube channel set up and post-it notes and stuff around for that book. But then on Thursday, part of my writing process is flipping it and taking down all the other reminders and putting up all of the reminders for that book that I am working on to help me keep kind of in focus. Kind of sucks. I organize my folders for each whip, and when I get inspired, I write in their respective folders, and sometimes they connect like a web. Best advice, good organization for your whips. That is another thing, is keeping yourself as organized as you can. I will be the first to admit that my computers always start off really organized. Folders and everything. My Google Drive started off super organized. And now they're just not. Like, I find copies and backups of copies all the time, and I'm like, why do I have 15 copies of this? And I don't even mean of a novel. I mean of all kinds of stuff. Marketing materials, emails, like just all kinds of stuff. And then when I'm looking for something, of course, that's when I can't find it. And so I go and I create a new one or whatever, and then there we go, yeah. So, yeah. The best way that you can keep things organized for yourself, do it. There is a lady, Scar? No, Dar? Hang on, hold on. There is a lady who does a course on how to organize and keep your Google Drive organized. No, let's see. No. All right, I don't remember her name. She's got like a whole course on. It rhymes with R. She's got like a whole course on how to set up folders and how to like set up certain automations to help you keep your folders organized and stuff. I can't remember the name though. I'm doing essays columns in the middle of book whips. I'm not sure what you mean there. Why you call me out like that? Multiple copies everywhere to show progress. Like a character wrote an essay. Or those a separate whip? I just got you off my lap. What I really need to do is spring cleaning. I didn't do my spring cleaning this year on my files, and I usually do that once a year where I go through and I just like clean house. I just like remove so many duplicates and other things, and I just get rid of so many files. Am I still here? Someone tried to call me. I don't know if it knocked me off or not. All right, cool. Thank you. Maybe you can try that because Alex is balancing like 110 whips right now. Thank you, Dale. Has Emma calmed down? I mean, balancing the work of doing paid blog posts or essays as writing tasks. Ah, okay. So how do I balance client work? Basically, same way I just described. So each client, like, okay, so first off, each day has a lane. So like, for example, and you can set it up however you want. Mondays are research. So Mondays are research, Tuesdays are writing, Wednesdays editing, Thursdays research, Fridays writing, Friday mornings writing, Friday afternoon is editing, right? So Monday, I'm looking at what I have for each client and what I'm supposed to put out. And I do all the research and I stay in that lane. So for this client, I need to know this. For this client, I need to know this. For this client, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I got my notebooks out. And I use these notebooks. I don't know how many of these notebooks I have right now. They're over there. I have stacks of them. But each client gets one of these notebooks. And so as I'm researching, I will write what I need in each notebook. I'll flip to the next page. I'll be like, oh, that's what I'm working on. Links, whatever. And I will put my notes into their page so that on Tuesday, all I'm doing is writing. And so I grab a notebook and I've got the research and I've got the links open and I've got my tabs. The other thing I do is I have Tab Extend, which is a Chrome extension. It is not free, but I don't remember how much I paid for it because I got it on a deal. But so what this does is, can you see? Kind of. If I move this over that way, can you see? A little bit better. So I have these columns. I can't show you closer because client confidentiality, but I have these columns. So, well, the first one is social networks. And the second one is tools for videos. And then I've got client, 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 client. All of my tabs and all of my websites for each client is in a column. So every time I open up a new tab, I can just go boom, 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 and I can open up each thing that I need for that client and I just work. But I keep, like, writing is writing. And so when I'm finished writing, whatever it is that I'm going to write for that day, for that client, I give myself, again, processing time, half an hour. Next client, write. Someone's here. I'll be back. Hi. Oh, okay. It just stopped this morning. I think it's the one at the top. I can't reach it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Let me see the pipe.
Okay, do you need a light?
Yeah.
Okay, maintenance is here. So, yeah, but I thought, because sometimes when they're dropping off the mail, they just ring the doorbell. So I've trained myself to ignore it, but I can't. Maintenance is here. So I have to run. Yeah, I think I finished answering. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm so like honored every single morning that you get to hang out with me. Have a great weekend. Go get all the words written, and I will see you on Monday. Okay? Bye.